preparation for a Monday night game, does it change at all when you're playing later at night? Because normally you've been playing the early slotted games. Does it change at all?
Just the days kind of change. We had an extra off day, so to correlate the days of the work. So today's Friday, so it was like a Thursday practice, of course. So as the week goes on, of course, we're gonna go that accordingly. And then just on game day, I think we might have some meetings in the morning, and then get to the stadium 2 hours before the game. So it's still same preparation. You just might have an extra meeting on that game day with it being in the evening. So same preparation.
Is there added juice knowing it's a night game because it's a primetime slot?
Of course. I say the word "of course" a lot. I got to get better with that. But, it's a national televised game and, versus a great team in the Chargers. And you were just excited to be able to play on Monday Night Football. So, people from, all across the world can possibly watch and just watch us play. At the end of the day, it's about getting a win, getting a W, no matter if the game's on a Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So that's the main goal.
When the game's on Monday night, do you try to catch some of the Sunday action going on, or are you just locked into your matchup?
I'm mostly just locked into the matchup. We have our we still have work on Sunday, so we're still, working on the Chargers and doing, walkthroughs on the Chargers and that tape. Of course, if I get home and games are on, of course I'll be tuned in to watch football, and yeah.
What do you see from this Chargers offense that presents a challenge?
A team that wants to run the ball, 22 personnel, 13 personnel, play action, boot screen, a little bit of drop back, but a team who wants to, kind of just mano, run that rock, and, when they need to pass, they pass. But at the end of the day, it's all about stopping that run game.
You've played Herbert before, but what has stood out on film from him this season, despite being a run-first offense?
It's a different offensive scheme than when I played him when, he played against us here in Arizona. Way different scheme. So I know he also got a little bit of nicks and injuries in the early season. So, they're just working on him staying in the pocket and, getting that run game going. But when it comes to Herbert's arm, it's, one of the best in the game. He can throw anywhere. Just seeing the zip that the ball comes out on film is definitely special. He's a great quarterback. He makes his reads. He doesn't hold the ball for a long time. He understands the route concepts that his offense is doing. And at the end of the day, if those aren't there, he'll take the check down, and that check down will go for 5+ yards. So it's a big mentality on, of course, coverage when we cover, and when he throws that check down, all 11 to the ball.
What makes their run game so good? I mean, there's a lot of teams that want to run, but since Harbaugh got there, it seems like they've just been able to be really successful on the ground. Yeah,
their backs and their O-linemen do a great job of working together. The backs are very good at understanding where the defensive line is and, what double teams are going to occur on what guys to understand what holes are possibly going to be there to, get those dirty yards, whether it's 4 or 5 yards. Sometimes they break out a 10+ yarder explosive. So they do a great job with the offensive line, understanding where the defensive line is, and the running backs do a great job of hitting the holes, one-cut guys, not guys that are going to dance around. They're just going to run downhill, and you gotta hit them. So that's the main goal.
Teams that normally throw to you a lot. Do you enjoy playing teams that run the ball, that we can get a little bit more in the action?
Yeah, I enjoy just being around the football period, whether that's run or pass. Of course, with this offense, it's going to be about stopping that run game. So, our D linemen and our linebackers are going to have to do a great job of, getting off those blocks, and the safeties and DBs need to, of course, clean it up. So, mentality is, stopping that run game. They still do a great job of, drop back and play action and a few screens here and there that hit you for explosives. But stopping that run game is the main goal.
You had the game with the Washington, lost that, and then you bounced back with San Fran. The feeling, at least from the outside, is that it feels very similar to that loss to Washington. Is there confidence knowing that just recently you were able to bounce back in a big way as a team?
You know, we try not to look back on on what has happened, and we're trying to just live in the present and understand our assignment, whatever that is. Each and every week we have different assignments, different plays, different schemes that we're going against. So this scheme that we're going against, it's just the main mentality is, stopping this scheme. And, of course, all the games that we play, we want to win. But we understand we haven't won those games, and we're on to the next week. And we're just excited for this opportunity to play the LA Chargers on a Monday Night Football game to get a W. That's the main goal. So our main focus is the LA Chargers and understanding what that they like to do, and just trying to get our scheme to the best of our ability so we can go out there and get a W.
2 weeks ago in San Francisco, you guys were creating 3 turnovers, I want to say, and then last week it was just the one on the receiver slipped. Is there a way to, those are kind of isolated, explosive defensive plays. Is there a way to make those happen more consistently, or is kind of the nature of them that sometimes they're going to happen and sometimes they're not?
It's kind of the nature of the game, just how the game is going on. San Fran, we had a few tip passes that flew up into the air that our, linebackers did a great job of, catching it. And, other weeks there might be, a receiver might slip and our corner might catch the ball. So it's all just, living in the present, trying to execute our job each and every play. And when that ball's in the air, we call that POA, which is, make that catch or make that, pass defend or get that turnover when the ball's in the air. So, that's what we've been preaching this week for sure.